Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. I'm scrolling through the Twitter streets, doing my thing, and something catches my attention. Wipe off my glasses, put them back on. Maybe I read it wrong. Go pour myself another cup of coffee. Maybe it's too early. Pinch myself. Maybe I'm dreaming. But no, this is actually real. A person actually wrote this that works at ESPN. This is the closest thing ESPN has ever published that is an admission that Caitlin Clark is the driving force, the main reason for why the WNBA is where it's at. And that melted my heart. Let's take a look. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. What caught my attention, you might ask? This headline right here. The fanfare Clark received from college carried over to the WNBA, which saw a historic year in attendance, viewership, and other key metrics. While Clark was the driving force of the sport's rise in popularity, other college stars such as fellow draftee Angel Reese and more recently Paige Beckers also brought significant followings to the WNBA. They had to mention them. They had to. It's part of the quota. You can't hold it against them. It's just part of their quota. Over time, it became clear Clark was a sort of rising tide that helped lift all boats. Driving force of the sport's rise. Clear Clark was the rising tide that lift all boats. Good for you, ESPN. It only took 2.5 years. People had to do some digging and diving and some searching and lifting up a rug, check and see if it's underneath the rug. People had to search high and low for this. But it's about time it came out. Now, ESPN put out an article, WNBA CBA negotiations at an impasse, 11 things that got us to this point. Shout out to Alexa Philippou. She wrote an entire article on this, right? An entire article giving you this occurrence and that occurrence. A lot of things to pretty much just say, Caitlin Clark drafted into the WNBA. That's it. Why are we at this impasse? Well, because Caitlin Clark's in the WNBA. That's why we're at this impasse. If Caitlin Clark wasn't here, the ladies would have accepted whatever crumbs the owners threw their way. If Caitlin Clark wasn't here, the owners would have said, "Yeah, you want more money? All right, we'll go from $450 to $510. Here you go. Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that, and we still get our housing and cars and IKEA and Walmart gift cards to get our stuff. Yeah, you guys get all that. Oh, sweet deal. Where do I sign? They love it. But now Caitlin Clark's here. Now they got a battery in their back." They think they can start flexing their muscles. Yeah, you see how many people watch these games? You see how many people watch these games? We want more money. Look at how much we're bringing to the league. Well, it's Caitlin Clark bringing it to the league. Caitlin Clark drafted into the WNBA. Spotlight intensifies. Caitlin Clark puts the batteries in the players' back, making them believe that they have power that they absolutely do not wield. Oh, you guys aren't seeing that in the paragraph? Yeah, I figured I would just summarize it for you and give you the truth of the matter. Moving along. USA Today puts out an article titled, "Is Caitlin Clark playing in Unrivaled?" Yes, that's the title of the article. Is Caitlin Clark playing in Unrivaled? You know Unrivaled already started, so why even put out an article like that? The answer is no, so why even put out an article like that? Not sure what's more embarrassing. You decide. Shout out to Ken Swift. Fee bringing up the fact she had a conversation about Clark with Kathy during year 1 of Unrivaled and not only never told Caitlin, but only brought it up for clicks and exposure during her presser months later. 2, Unrivaled ratings sucking in year 2 and someone getting USA Today to drop an article teasing Caitlin's playing so her fans will start watching like Unrivaled did leading up to all years, last year's first season. Pardon me. That genius writer does the article and can't spell Caitlin's last name. Clark did play at Team USA. So before that Clark did play at Team USA, I clicked to the article. It pretty much said, no, she's not playing in Unrivaled. She was injured. She's recovering. She chose something else. So they did a whole article to give us a 10 words to say Caitlin Clark said no. Okay. Caitlin Clark did play at a Team USA senior training camp practice in December, telling the media she was back to 100% healthy. The fact is, when you're a professional athlete, it's going to come at some point. That's just how it goes, Clack said. Now, my question is, how many editors does this need to go by? How many reviewers does this need to pass? How many eyeballs see this clear misspell and just say, yeah, just publish it. Just publish it anyway. Just put it out anyway. Now, I wouldn't say this was a big deal, but this seems to be a common occurrence with, the old guard, WNBA themselves. They misspell her name, whether it's the first name, whether it's the last name. They just can never get it right. They spell everybody else's names right, but this just seems to be a pattern when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Very interesting. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. There is some Panini news real quick. I'll just hook you up. Caitlin Clark Chronicled will be available at Panini online store tomorrow, January 15th at 11 a.m., and will feature exclusive yellow hollow and yellow cubic parallels to chase. Chronicled is a 22-page premium keepsake with incredible photography depicting some of Caitlin's favorite moments on and off the court from her first 2 years in the WNBA. From the court to the red carpet and everything in between, each keepsake includes 8 4-card packs, total of 32 trading cards, randomly inserted that are part of a 100-card collectible set. And you got the whole Caitlin Clark set right there. As you guys all know by now, shout out to John the Liquidator. He did a good job reporting Caitlin Clark's visit to the world headquarters. So salute to you, John Liquidator. Appreciate you. Caitlin Clark via her Instagram story. She's got the Caitlin Clark logo varsity jacket, I believe those are called. I'm not hip. I'm not hip anymore. I believe that's what those called though. She's over here having fun, want me to sign it. She's walking through. People are just watching from all over the place. It's pretty crazy the amount of the attention that she commands. As far as female athletes go, you've never seen anything like it. I haven't. In my lifetime, as far as female athletes go, I haven't seen anything like this. I have not seen anything like this. Doesn't that guy kind of look like Rick Glassman? No shots at all, but he kind of looks like Rick Glassman a little bit. You can make it from anywhere campaign, Caitlin Clark ball. You got the arrival, rolling out the red carpet for her. So Nike's trying to do it big. Yeah. You know what it is. I don't know. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.